Action.
Back at it, AJ.
Yes, sir.
November the 1st, everybody.
Damn. Noviembre. Number one.
How was your All Hallows Eve?
The Jalo was good.
Good.
Chill, real chill.
Nice.
It's kind of a bummer, I guess.
Just more of that same. But that we usually talk about how just the kids ain't into it, and it's just the spirit ain't there.
Yep.
There's no spirit of Halloween.
It was just Deadsville in my neighborhood, bro. Like, I'm not even bullshitting with you. Mm-hmm. So I had made 50 of those trick or treating bags.
You took them. I was gonna ask you. So those were for your folks. You didn't trick or treat out of this house, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Well, that was the plan.
Okay.
I didn't get one trick or treater. Not one.
What time are we talking about? Were you here though?
Not one.
Were you here though?
What time was I here though?
What time were you here? What time are we talking?
Did you here though, Mike? From sundown.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
Probably like, I'm guessing 6-ish. I got home at 6 probably.
Okay. So you got home at 6. You should be getting some in that time frame. If anything earlier, you know what I mean? Earlier is when it's going to happen. It's not going to happen later.
It's got to get dark.
Huh?
It's got to get dark, right?
But it gets dark early now already. We haven't even switched times yet.
Sundown's not that early though.
It's what, 6:30?
Maybe 6:30, yeah.
That's pretty early, man. But they start them earlier than that. They got to.
I always thought it was weird if people were like going out there when it was full light outside.
That's how some people roll. Some people
it's weird.
Some people are afraid of the dark.
Yeah. I always thought that was really weird. I know some people do that, like we're real small kids. And go lay down. Anubis, what are you doing?
You died.
They have, I guess maybe real small kids. They do that early shit, kind of.
I think it's a safety thing too, because they got little. They're like little.
Motherfucker, you can't see.
Got to see them.
Blind motherfucker. No, yeah, I just thought it always was weird. I always have thought that because there's always you get a few. I remember getting some like super early, like I'm talking like 4:30, 5 o'clock or some shit, and I'm like, what is going on?
Have you ever had a trick or treater either completely one day before or one day after?
Yeah. So, funny thing there. We've never talked about this one.
I don't think so.
So my dad, he would get it like when the cousins were little, my little cousins, when they were small and they lived by my parents, he would get round them all up, and then like my niece and sometimes there'd be like 5 to 6, 7 kids, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know where he got this from or what, but they call it Beggars Night.
Okay, and that's the day after?
It's the day before.
Day before.
And you go and ring the doorbell and you tell them Beggars Night.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a real thing?
I don't know if it's a real thing, but my daddy would get the kids all pumped up, and they would legit do it, bro.
In costume.
Legit. No, not really. I don't even remember if they'd have costumes, bro, but they would just like, they would do it like if it was a joke. And
Happy Beggars Night? That's how you'd say it?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Then you'd have a bag out?
Yeah, bag out. But if you didn't get nothing, they didn't get mad, because some people didn't have nothing and stuff. They would think it was hilarious, and they would just go do it to the neighbors.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And there'd be like 6, 7 kids at your door. Like, what's the day?
Be like, oh shit,
like, Beggars Night, motherfucker. What you got?
Like,
people would go in and get like chips and shit. I remember people would like feel obligated to give them something.
An apple.
Joe would be like, get the fuck out of here. Beggars Night.
Beggars.
No,
what?
So
no.
Yeah, they some people would go in and see like what they had. Dude.
Yeah.
And most of the time they would know these people too. Well, for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's all I know of that, what you're saying. Have you ever heard of any of that before or after shit?
No, but I remember exactly how old I was at the time, but I remember us getting I remember it happening both ways, either like a day before, the night before, some people showing up in costume, like ready to roll, and then I remember like the day after, the balls on that one.
Yeah, but to me it's kind of smart though, because look, I have a ton of candy. Like if I had a trick-or-treater come, I'd probably give you 3 or 4 of those bags that I would just have given one last night.
Yeah. I don't know how I
It's
feel
weird.
about that.
It's weird. It's not correct. It's like, it's not Christmas. It's not your birthday. It's you know what I'm trying to say? Like that day,
Yeah.
it's Halloween. It's that day. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not in. I don't agree with it for sure.
But I always thought it was funnier than shit because the kids would get all pumped up and they thought it was hilarious. And
Baker's night.
they like to mess with people too. So sometimes people would be like, "I don't have nothing," or like,
I thought you were gonna say like, so they gather up the candy, so they have candy to hand out the next night because they don't got their own candy to hand out. So we're gonna start early. We're gonna get some candy to hand out to the neighbors.
you know, it was just something for them to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hilarious when I think about it now because they would be totally pumped for it and they wouldn't have no filter.
Yeah.
Like they're going up bringing that in, and my dad would pump them up, you know.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
like so in there, yeah. That's
So
some
no,
funny
so
stuff.
no spirit around here. That's surprising because it's Rio Rancho, but
So sorry, I heard everybody goes to Cabazon. I heard there was like hundreds and hundreds of people in Cabazon. Everybody goes there.
So if you live there, you know that, and then you're prepared, right? You got like triple the candy.
Yeah, my buddy. So he took his kids there. He said that I talked to him today at work. He said there was like bunches of decorations, just houses decked out to the max, just cool as shit, and it's all close together. And
See why? So that if Cabazon can do it, that means any neighborhood can do it, right? Like any neighborhood can like
it's a snowball effect.
gather. I mean, even
Year to year.
even like in the months before, like say, beginning September, you pass a little flyer out to all the neighbors, be like, we want a heavy participation in Halloween this year. You think people will go for it and be like, go fuck yourself?
I don't know. No. I think
Ain't nobody gonna tell me what
every
to
year
do.
it snowballs. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just good.
It makes sense. I remember when we were young, everybody'd go to Nicholas in the Enclave.
Yeah,
Hit
that's
the
where the
Enclave
good
and
shit was.
And so now
There was always murmurs of full size candy bars in
yeah,
there.
that's the
That's
Enclave.
where you had to be.
So I think that's just it's the Cabazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cabazon.
So at my girl's family's house, they had quite a bit initially, but they fucked up though because they weren't rationing the candy properly. They were getting
That'll get you.
they were getting a little heavy
Oh,
handed,
that could get you. Yeah.
throwing handfuls in
That
each
could
bag.
definitely
So
could be rough.
come
later.
like 8 o'clock, 8:15, we're running low on
Like getting
candy,
half a
and
Tootsie Roll.
there's still people coming, and so we just had to shut the lights off early. But people stopped coming about that time anyway. I'm not talking a crazy amount, but there was a good consistent amount.
Man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
He said we had to shut the lights out.
We're gonna shut these lights
Damn,
down. We're
bro.
gonna shut the party down.
Gonna get egged, bro. Gonna get egged.
Yeah, but that was on it because they were like, "Oh, should we go to the store?" I'm like, "You're not gonna go. You don't even go to the store because the people aren't gonna keep coming like crazy, you know."
Yeah.
As it gets later, it slows down. So,
Wow.
but
Yeah. No, I had none of that kind of shit. Damian said he had a bunch. I wonder if what neighborhood? Close, like cross streets, like
this is over there, kind of like by Coronado.
Coronado. Okay.
Yeah.
So Damian, his new house is it's not close by there, but it's
Like
more. It's in
Pase-
Albuquerque,
Pas-
northeast.
Paseo
Heights.
up there, right?
Oh, no, it's more like Eubank and Wantabo.
Okay. Yeah.
But he said he got a ton.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there's something going on around somewhere.
yeah.
Just not on my block. I live. The middle school's
Yeah.
2 blocks away.
Yeah.
But no, not one. I didn't get not a one. I got some family members, but I'm not counting that.
How about at your folks?
We
Was
got
there
a few.
a few? Fuck, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
They got a few, man. You guys just hung out?
So we ended up going to that haunted scarecrow 13 Gates of Terror.
Damn.
It was over there,
Mole.
it was over there by Knob Hill, right? And
The Knob Hill.
they were open. They were actually open on Halloween.
Was it
Shocker, right? Yeah, there was a lot of people there because
yeah.
it was the only game in town when it came to that shit. So we got there. Probably about like 9:30,
Damn, you were late.
like
Are
9:30.
they open till like midnight or something?
9:59. They were open till midnight too on Halloween, so that's kind of cool.
Awesome.
So we didn't buy the tickets in advance. We got them there.
You had
So
to go old school.
yeah, it was right next to So it was in an empty spot that was right next to the Banditos Hideout restaurant that's right there.
Yeah,
I don't know what that spot right next to it used to be. It was a big little area, right, that they had, and so that's where it was. And
That's like across from university.
right across from UNM.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yale is the nearest street. It's
Gotcha.
right there where that McDonald's is at. But it's just right there. And so we waited in line to get the tickets. We got the tickets because you wait. You know, you could do it at the door. It's $20 a head. So we get the tickets. It was me, her, and her sister went with us. And then the longest part was waiting in the line, obviously. It wasn't like a crazy amount of time. But I think the total time waiting in line, even buying the tickets and everything, was like maybe like 35 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
35, 45 minutes
No,
max.
that's not bad.
So we get in there, and they send us in just the three of us. So like they ask how many people are in a group, you know. So they get the three of us.
A lot
Security.
of workers.
Yeah, there's a lady at the front, and she's like, she's not really dressed in a costume, but she's like, you know how those people are, you know, the people are at those things, like they get real into it, like with the acting, right? This lady's like screaming, like, ah, like it's just fucking like letting out screams and shit. And then she's like, this, no,
Like
so this
Tourette's?
is, yeah, kinda. Maybe, I don't think she had it for real. But so
I know what you're talking about.
you know how they are,
Yeah,
right?
I
They
do,
just
I
like
do.
they'll just like let out a scream out of nowhere, trying to freak you out and shit. So, so she's like, fresh meat. She's like, right into the butthole. She's yelling, and I swear to you. And I was like, did she just say? I had to ask him. I said, did she just say in right into the butthole?
What up?
And then she said it again.
Hold on. Which person is saying this? This is the ticket salesman.
No,
lady?
this
okay.
is right when
You're
we're about to walk
go
in.
Yeah, like how they have.
So
a
this
host
lady's
that
sitting at a
rolls up.
table like what we're sitting at, bro.
Are there
Okay, so
children?
let me set this up for you. She's sitting at a table just like this, like a card table. We're standing like right here walking in, and she's sitting here, bro. I'm not kidding you. She has her phone, her cell phone, propped up at an angle. It doesn't even have a kickstand. She has it propped up against something, and she's watching Final Destination 1, bro.
Yeah.
This lady's working, mind you. She's watching Final Destination 1 on her
Trying to
phone.
be a fucking,
No headphones. She has the
she's
volume.
trying to be a performer and she's fucking watching a movie.
Bro, she doesn't even have headphones for the audio, bro. She has it coming out of the phone, and like it's super loud. I'm like, how's she even paying attention to this movie? I was like, is this the first time she's seen this movie? Like, this is a damn good movie. She's not
Maybe
gonna know
that
what's
was
going
part
on.
of the role.
I don't know, but like it's at the good scene too. It's like when they're in the fucking airplane at the beginning, and it's like it's just going, and she's like watching it for a little bit, and then she's like, into the butthole, fucking. To answer your question, there wasn't a lot of young kids. It was like teenagers were like the youngest, but you know there was adults too.
Whose butthole?
So we figured this out after the fact, so I didn't know what she meant by it. So when you first go in, you walk into the first room, and there's like these this padded wall. You have to walk in the middle, and it's like super tight. So it's like you're passing through an anus. And
That's some butt cheek.
no, I didn't have the butt cheeks. That'd be funnier. So
You're like, no, this was just a butthole, no cheeks.
no cheeks. I don't know what happened to the cheeks. This was just the anus.
Okay.
So that we figured that out after the fact. I didn't snap to that initially. So you walk into this thing and you're making your way through this very, very tight structure.
That's a scary story, Joe.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. It's really quick. You go through the whole thing in like maybe 5 minutes or less.
damn, okay.
So $20. But I mean, if you think about it, that's like very last minute on like the last hours of Halloween, and you're trying to get something in. You know,
$20 ain't that bad.
it's not, and it was worth it. The actors were pretty good. Like once you got in there, they were pretty creepy. They're creeping around, they follow you and shit. Like you'll think you're done with them, and then they'll turn around and they'll be like coming up behind you.
That is
Fucking
funny.
it was so no complaints. It was
Cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was the Haunted Scarecrow 13 Gates. They call it the 13 Gates of Terror because there's like 13 rooms that you go through. Like each room has a different theme and shit.
Yeah, number 1 butthole room.
Yeah. First you enter the anus, and then you start your journey.
What's going on here? Dude, you just made me think of, because I don't know why, but you made me think of, do you remember that fucking year? I didn't go to it. I don't remember how old I was. I don't remember. We were older. they had a fucking haunted house in the old city hall, and it was like scenes from fucking the shit that happened like previously, like
I remember.
Columbine fucking room, and it had like
That's crazy.
kids on desks all fucking dead, and then like it had
I remember the controversy. I didn't go to
Yeah.
it. I didn't go to it though.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
It is weird.
It had like abortion room, and it had like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this was years ago before shit got like where you now there would be no way they would be able to do
Fuck
that.
no, they wouldn't.
But I remember it would be like, imagine like,
That's crazy. But now that you said that, I remember the controversy,
and
like
then
people
I think
talking about it.
Maybe one of the churches fucking put it on or some shit, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. So
Wild. That kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? Like, it's supposed to be a fun.
It's a little too
holiday.
real.
Well, it's supposed to be for fun, like,
Yeah.
right? It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like made up shit. Like, come on.
the
You remember that though, right?
yeah, yeah. I've never thought about it in a very long time, but now that you said that, no, and they had security like throughout it. You know, like when you exit in the alley on the back side of it, and they have it all lit up back
You think
there.
that would be the Anais room, the backside?
No shit. Just walk down the block, bro. Fucking zombies walking down the street. Fucking
So that's good. That made you feel good.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
liked it.
for
And
sure.
he's like
Security.
the security guard at the front. He's standing next to the lady yelling about the butthole. And he's like, the actors will not touch you, so do not touch these actors.
Okay.
It's like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Touch
Disclaimer.
nobody. Yeah.
Have you seen like advertisements for the crazy ass ones where like they touch you and shit some little bit, and like it's like, it looks like a horror movie room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in
They
Arizona.
so I went to one years ago here in town. It was over there by Hotel Albuquerque before they made that whole sawmill district. It was like literally like where the sawmill is right now. It was the old abandoned warehouse.
Wow.
And they did one there. This was maybe 2016, 2017. And that one, I remember it was pretty hard. It took longer to go through it for one thing. It took like 20 minutes to go through the whole thing. But it was a little bit more expensive too, even for back then. I think it was like $35. But I remember they didn't like touch you like crazy, but they like kind of like
Little fondle.
give you a little cusp.
That's where your mind went when I said it. No,
Cusp?
earlier. No, when I was like, yeah, they touch you and shit
Yeah.
or something. But I was just laughing because when you said it, it sounded funny too.
I think they might give you like a chest
You're
bump,
like,
you
they
know,
give you a little touch, you know,
little touchy.
little slap. No, but there's big ones like in Arizona. I seen like
That are like huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have like, it's like movie quality shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep. No, I know what you're talking about. Guaranteed California, they do shit like that too. After we did that, we went to this, there was really no places open late because it was, it's a Tuesday, and we were looking like in that area, and her sister found this spot. It's called Teddy Rose. Teddy and then ROES. It's a speakeasy. And it's over there, like it's just down the block there, right across from it's up there in Nob Hill. And the entrance is in this alley. And it says it's a bakery, right? It says on the door, it says baked goods and shit, and then fucking it says for service call this number. And it kind of ruined the experience because as we were walking up, there was two people in front. They were at the door and they called the number. And this guy comes to the door and he's dressed like in a baker's outfit. And he brings them in. He looks at us and he's like, "Oh, hold on a second." And he closes the door. You know what I mean? And then we got on the phone because we thought we had to call back. And he comes back and he's like, "How many?" And he says, "Come in." And we walk in. It's this tiny little room. He asked if we ever been there before or whatever, and it's like looks like a bakery, right? And fucking he like pulls back the bookcase and there's this whole fucking room with a bar area and like seating in the back. It's pretty cool, man. Like it had the 1920s prohibition feel to it. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
I don't usually do shit like that, you know what I mean? Like
That's cool.
no, it's pretty fun.
Do you have your pastries in that motherfucker?
No, there's no bakery, no baked goods, man.
That's the fun of it. They got ovens, or like how does it look?
They have
in the
food.
Front? Or
They
like,
have
no, in the
food.
front, like the
It's tiny. You walk in, it's like
The
the tiniest
bakery,
little
like-
fucking room. Like you walk in, it's like what the fuck, and like you really don't. Honestly, you're kind of like I wasn't really paying attention too much because I was trying to pay attention to what the dude was saying. You know what I mean? And then he's like, "Okay, follow me," and he like pulls back this fucking door.
That's cool. You can have like maybe singers sometimes or something, and it's not big like that at all.
They do have. He said 2 days out of the week they do like live performances.
Yeah.
He's like they do a burlesque show one day,
What? That's cool.
and they have a champagne room, and you can rent it for 2 hours for $100. And like they serve food, so we each got a drink, right? Well, we each got a couple drinks, and you could tell like the bartenders are like really like high level. You know what I mean? I just got beers, but they got cocktails, and like they'd use like the ice cubes, like the big square fucking ice cube, like one solid square ice cube. That's some like cool shit. I don't know. I think that's super cool, and their drinks were like really good. You know what I mean? And then we just got some. They had already done last call for the kitchen. Like they don't have like an extensive menu or anything. But he's like, yeah, we could still do fries or some fried stuff. So we got an order of fries. They were all right, but just the environment. Like,
Was there music playing or what?
yeah, they had it playing real low. It's like real dark in there. It's
Sounds
pretty
pretty
cool. It's a tiny little
Yeah,
place.
that sounds pretty dope.
But that room, you can rent that room, and there's a table in there, enough room for maybe like 6 to 8 people. $100 for 2 hours, and like, I don't know, man, it's pretty fucking cool. Like, it's all gold and black and shit, like the room. I don't know.
I wonder if it's reserved a lot.
I don't know. I was looking at the reviews, and it said if you go on the weekends, you got to make a reservation. You know what I mean? We just happen to be able to walk up. From reading the reviews, it doesn't seem like that you're able to do that often. Just walk up and walk in, you know. But they're open. They're open daily, from like 5 to midnight every day.
It's pretty cool.
But
What's it called?
Teddy Rose.
Teddy Rose.
Yeah,
It's a wild name.
yeah. They even have their own. They have like a picture of the dude. He was like an actual dude. Like I didn't read his. I should have read his fucking story, but
Okay.
it's on the menu. It's some fucking dude, and they haven't been around that long though. It's weird. It says established just last year, 2022. But no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like I like the environment. You know what I mean? I'm very particular when it comes to that shit. So it was
Some bum. He's at the door. He's like, I want some baked goods, motherfucker.
Pescachitos.
You said it's a bakery. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, but it was pretty cool. So it was between the haunted house and doing that, you know, it was a good night, I guess.
Nice. What kind of beer are you drinking on?
I got this IPA. Start off with an IPA, and then they have their own. It's a Teddy Rose something. So you had mentioned to me that Stillbender spot. They brewed a special beer for them. So it's their name, but it's Stillbender brewed it.
Nice.
And it was like a wheat ale.
Wheat.
It was pretty fucking good, man. It had like a fruity taste to it.
The fruity wheat.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds cool, man. Sounds pretty damn cool.
More for just like the ambiance and the environment, you know what I mean? Like real relaxed.
It's relaxing. Smoking weed in that.
Like if you
motherfucker.
could, that would be, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you could, that would be, but you know, it's a small spot, but it has like a nice bar, good amount of seating, you know what I mean? Like a seating area.
Yeah.
It was cool. But
Dope.
but yeah, fucking November 1st just starts rolling after this. You know what I mean?
Matthew hit me up this morning.
Yeah.
He had heard our last podcast,
Okay.
and he wants to go eat at that spot.
Okay.
He said that he's driven by it a million times, right?
Yeah.
But he never thinks that nothing would be good right there, probably because it's just like industrial, you know. So he's just never been.
Sneaky. Yeah.
So yeah, but he hit me up, and we're gonna go on Friday morning.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Chili mix. What's it called?
Mix. Chili fix.
Mix chili fix, motherfucker. No, yeah. check it out. But yeah, Friday, me and him are going.
Nice. Yeah, I want to go back and get. I want to try a lunch dish because now I've been twice. Did I tell you I went back a second time?
Negative.
So I went back a second time. Got the same exact thing. It was knocked it out the park again. I was like, all right. They bring in consistency. That's what I said.
Wow.
That green burn your fucking face off, bro. It's fucking good, bro. Yeah,
I'll try it.
it's good, man. No, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about that. So, the Fury and Ngannou fight happened this last weekend.
That was fucking dope.
Were you able to watch it?
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah. Fuck, they take forever, bro.
I studied it.
Fucking boxing takes fucking forever.
Yeah, but how come it's all dumb and then it's like 30 minutes? It's like to the fight. And I'm like, 30 minutes, I fucking crash out. Then wake up, it's like 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes, what the fuck? Go do something else, come back. I'm like, man, this is garbage.
I fucking was losing out on sleep for that shit. Like I had to go back to work that night and fucking work the night before
Wow.
So that part was a little aggravating, but it was a hell of a fucking fight.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Man, is Ngannou good or is homeboy off his game?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he was
man.
pretty good.
I think he fucking
He's
looked
just
good.
big.
I think he looked fucking
Power.
Oh, bro.
He fucking chest butt that motherfucker when he tried to fucking he tried to rise up on him, bro, and got him boom.
Yeah.
That fucker just fucking
So
he finally felt somebody with some power.
Well, that's the thing. Deontay Wilder put him on his ass a couple times too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just I thought it was awesome. It was a cool fight. I love to watch that.
Yeah, I think it would be disrespectful just to say that it was all Tyson Fury just not being there.
Hell no.
You know what I mean?
Hell no. I don't think that at all. I think quite the opposite. I think he ran his fucking mouth. I knew he was fucked when, honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think he underprepared?
I don't know about the preparation because I don't know that side and I don't know what he does, but I want to say no because he had said on the workouts he did 20 rounds or whatever. He said he went 20 rounds at the open workout, blah, blah, blah. Fucking 20 stone in his prime. Ran his fucking mouth way too much, bro. That's what happens. And then homie came in and he's good. I think fucking he just, I don't know what he thought. I don't know what he expected. But when you fight on that high level of UFC, you at least have to know how to fucking throw hands, bro. Like fucking.
Yeah. I like how it was interesting. I don't know if you noticed this when they were doing their walkouts and shit. Obviously, Usman and Adesanya were walking out with him, kind of representing Team fucking MMA. And I don't know if you caught this when Fury was coming out, when he was walking down that hallway. He's still, before he actually made it out on the stage, he's walking down this hallway, and all the boxing legends who were there, they're all standing in the hall. It's super cheesy.
Yeah, I saw it.
And they're like, "Let's go, Tyson!" And fucking, they're giving him fucking fists and shit. Yeah. Fucking, he's
Sugar
looking
Ray and everything.
Fucking De La Hoya.
I remember one dude was all fucking. He looked like he was sick, a black dude. And Tyson Fury, he gave him a fucking
little chin check.
And he was all. Did you see that
no,
one?
I didn't catch that one.
I'll look it up, bro.
I guess I didn't catch that one.
Dude on the right side, bro. Fucking Tyson's like, he didn't even know at first. Like he seemed like he's like Tyson Fury's like, oh okay, and he's gonna start giving these guys. Some...
I think that he kind of, because I saw when he gives De La Hoya a look, because De La Hoya is like, "Let's go, Fury," fucking just to give him a fist bump, and De La Hoya is a fucking snake. You know what I mean? So I don't think Tyson gives him a look like, "You fucking snake, here, I'll give you a little fist bump."
So now we're talking about before the fight. So like I had forgot about all that stuff, bro, because the fight was so good.
Yeah.
Man, it was so cheesy, bro. Like fucking what is up with like I get like if you like a song and you like things and stuff like that, but I was just like Pretty Woman, bro. Like fucking I like Roy Orbison as much as the next guy, bro.
He came out, he was dancing.
He's just all dancing on the stage, bro. He came out to fucking Reba McEntire's fucking that song from Reba McEntire, man. And I like that song because when I was a kid, my mom would play it in the car.
Yeah.
And so I always thought that was a cool song. But I'm like, this guy's playing this fucking shit. And then, so he had the Reba McEntire. And then after that, then he's on the stage and they start playing Pretty Woman. And he's just dancing around to Pretty Woman, bro.
They played the whole
Pretty
fucking song, bro.
He's
Played the whole fucking song.
I'm just like, wow. I'm like, this is wild. I was thinking in my head, right?
It is wild.
And then, what about his dad at the press conference the night before? I'm like,
acting a fucking
I'm like,
fool.
Tyson, tell this guy to chill out, dog. Like,
Tell your dad to
he's
sit the fuck down.
he's
Took his shirt off,
is he all
bro.
drunk or what?
He's just a fucking hooligan,
I just
bro.
was like, this guy is just like. So yeah, I'd forgot about all that stuff because the fight was so good. But man, now that I'm thinking about the lead up, the just day before.
So yeah,
stuff,
Tyson Fury's dad, fucking at the press conference, takes
he
his
just
fucking
starts
shirt off.
yelling and shit. No, fucking,
Dude's still in pretty good shape for being as old as he is. He looks like a lunatic.
I wouldn't fuck with him,
like
but
a
he's just
lunatic.
fucking
And,
weird.
and he said that if
He went overboard.
and he called on Mike Tyson, who's sitting opposite stage from him, that if his boy, talking about Francis, beat his son, that Tyson and him would throw down.
I just I felt that
I think Tyson.
to me.
I think Mike Tyson would knock his fucking block off real quick, bro. He'll get it.
Yeah, I thought that was like he took it like when I was watching it. Mike Tyson totally like came off as like, bro, like that's just laughable because like you're never on my level. Like fuck the way I took it, like
He
that.
came off as the sane one.
Yeah,
you
like
know what
joking,
I mean?
like that.
Yeah.
But man, I totally felt bad for fucking Tyson Fury. I felt like if it's like when your dad or your uncle's all drunk
Yeah.
somewhere and you're just fucking just like embarrassed, it's like shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Try
Just
to take the whole thing
making
over.
a fool of himself. So sick with it.
Yeah. So
It was wild. And then, bro, I seen like if you look at his record, the dad's, he wasn't shit. He wasn't
Okay.
shit. I don't know if you've
More-
ever seen his
more-
boxing
more-
record.
more losses than
but
wins.
somebody put it up because he has 0 knockouts and shit
Okay.
like that. Like
Oh,
somebody
okay.
put up his after
stats.
talking shit to Mike Tyson, put up his fucking stats as a boxer, his career.
yeah.
Not
No,
one
I've never
knockout,
seen
very
his record.
minimal fights. Fucking, well, I'll pull them up so I show you just for the hell of it. But I was like, what the fuck? This guy's running like I thought he would have been way more established by just the way he acts.
Wait, yeah, the way acting like that, acting like a fucking fool, you know. But yeah, so that was kind of crazy, and then just like the fight, man, fucking.
I just thought he just didn't. He got in there and homie was good, and he just was just like fuck.
He found out quick that he fucked up. You know what I mean? It was kind of a deer in headlights type situation there for a minute, and then in the third, he fucking knocked him down, and you could tell it was a good knockdown
Cut
too.
him in the second and put him on his butt in the third.
Yeah. When he put him on his ass, they show the replay and they show Fury's face, and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
But at the end of the second, he was bleeding out his brow. I know it wasn't like a crazy gash, but
Yeah.
he fucking. I was just like, yeah.
Did you see the elbow that Fury fucking threw at him?
I
fucking
did.
And Ngannou just ate it and just nobody says
nothing.
nothing.
No one says
Nobody-
nothing,
Like
bro.
what the fuck?
Whack, and even the announcer's like, that's frustration. Fucking
Yeah.
after they fucking
Yeah,
they showed it, he's like,
100%.
that's frustration, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow.
Um.
And you know, he peppered him up. He peppered him up a little, but nothing, bro. Like I was just like, wow. I'm like, man.
For all the
like,
shit that he was talking leading up to
oh
it, what he
my
was gonna do to
God,
him,
bro.
nothing.
He threw some little bit of pepper, and that was it. Fine ground,
Yeah.
little fine ground.
No salt, motherfucker.
Damn, I was like, and I pulled up the stats to look at them, and yeah, there's like more jabs and more little bullshit.
Fury
pepper,
landed more
pepper.
punches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of pepper here and there.
Wasn't hurting him.
The stats, they're pretty close. You know,
They're
there is
close.
A little
He's
bit where,
ahead of him, but they're close.
Yeah, there was where he was a little ahead more on some stuff. You know, but so I'm not saying like because I'm not, you know, whatever, it is what it is, but there's talking like this motherfucker's gonna retire, bro.
So the guy who he had signed on to fight, Alexander
He was
Usyk.
pissed. No, he's like, no, we're gonna fight the 23rd. No, because
Well,
they
no,
knew afterward.
yeah, but
right after
well,
the
that's
fight,
what it was
though.
supposed to be.
Did you see him though? He
Yeah.
was like, no. He's like, that's the fucking date. Like, fucking,
Yeah. No, but it's not because they announced just yesterday or today. I read they announced it's going to be February.
I read that, but then I've been reading a lot of other shit.
Yeah, he's not going to fight in December. Are you kidding me? Have you seen his fucking face?
I read he might be retiring, bro.
I don't know.
I think Ngannou blasted this fucker into retirement. This will never be the same. Up here, look.
Well, then then that'll be his last fight. He'll lose to Usyk, and then that'll be that.
Or maybe
I think he has to fight him.
Maybe it was just the power that, you know, he's just used to bodying a motherfucker.
He said that he was more on. That's what Fury. I watched Fury's post fight, and it was like the day after. It wasn't right after. It was the day after. So his mind was a little bit more clear, you know, and he had zero excuses. Fury saying,
Ngannou came in looking fucking ripped.
Yeah. He said I had zero excuses. I had a full training camp. He said he was more awkward than I thought he was gonna be. He said, you know, we trained for that, and it just wasn't, you know, just wasn't my day.
Awkward, bro. Come on, bro.
I don't know.
Can use some better shit than that. Awkward, more like he fucking came in, fucking bodied me around that ring. Shit.
Fucking big,
I remember one time there was one where I seen and he just boom, he fucking hit Fury with his chest because homie tried to fucking and that fucker flew to the ropes, bro.
Yeah. So no, it was a hell of a fucking fight.
Great fight.
Yeah. Best fight in boxing in fucking a while. That's for damn sure.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. And
Exciting.
the possibilities for Ngannou going forward. So I want to get your point on this. So do you think Dana is kicking himself because he could have been attached to this money wise, business wise, if he would have just let Ngannou box and stay with the UFC? Do you think Dana is like, bro, there was a lot of fucking money in that room. All those fucking people that were there. Have you ever
Maybe
seen?
You're right. Maybe you're
have
right.
you ever seen that many fucking like
Champions
millionaires
with,
just all sitting ringside?
and-
Fucking, not to mention the sheiks and all that shit. The crown prince, he was sitting there front row and center, bro. That dude.
Yeah.
He's the
All the
fucking
soccer players.
He's
and
the
shit.
fucking bro. So you figure if Dana would have been, if the UFC would have been like, we're like how they did it with McGregor, right? They got a cut of that shit, right? Because they co-promoted it with Showtime.
Yeah,
if they would have co-promoted it, it would have been a lot of fucking money. I think. I think more people would have probably bought the pay-per-view too if the UFC would have been backing it. You know what I mean? Like if they backed it like how they did Conor and Floyd.
You could look at it that way, or you can honestly look at it that if what didn't happen between Ngannou and the UFC, this would have never been a thing. Kind of thing in my head. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is all a lead up to the UFC and Dana White and Ngannou kind of fucking. This is what came of them butting heads and their relationship ending. This is what was become of it.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
But a lot of that had to do with it because they didn't want to hear nothing about him boxing. He said he wanted to box, and they didn't want to hear nothing about it. They said you're fucking either you're gonna sign for fucking UFC fights or we're not gonna fucking he did his contract.
So yeah, I get I'm sure that he's thinking in his head like, damn, if I could have been a part of that, he probably would have. But I just think the whole thing was the whole thing happened because of the separation of the Ngannou UFC. You know what I'm trying to say? But I think it's because I think that Dana White doesn't want his guys boxing, and it was just Conor McGregor was able to pull that shit. But I think probably even, especially after that, he's like, I'm not going to do that. You know, but of course he would want to be a part of something that makes that much money, though.
Yeah.
But I think that he already has so much stuff going on. I think he tries to. I think he wants to keep that shit separate, the boxing and the UFC shit.
That whole deal like really soured him towards Ngannou too. You can tell when he talks about him, that you can tell like how he talks about it. He fucking really doesn't like him.
That's so wild because the more I hear Ngannou talk, the more I like him. I don't know.
He's
that's
like
just me.
He's just like
fuck, man.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy with more class.
Yeah.
At this point, anyway, I could come back to bite me, but man, he's pretty.
Seems that way.
Like a normal dude, man.
Yeah.
Like, and everything that he's overcome.
Yeah.
Fucking right. I mean, just one of them good stories, man.
For sure, and he's probably better off. He's gonna make. He made a lot. He made a lot of money. They were saying 10 million guaranteed. That's not including the pay-per-view. So
I read that I think it was today that the talks with him and
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
In MMA.
No, I didn't see that. Is that what's
So
going
that
on?
I've heard it both ways because I guess
He's gonna smash that fool into oblivion.
because I guess he'll come out in his suit.
He'll just
Remember,
fucking
remember how he
stomp
came
that
out in the
fucker.
fucking metal suit? He blamed it on that. He said I was
Yeah.
tired because of my metal suit.
Got tired by the time I got. Will fucking smash that.
But no,
fucker.
but apparently Deontay Wilder's been training MMA supposedly, so that's why they're like, well, let's do it MMA.
I have a lot more respect for Ngannou after I seen that boxing match. He's strong. That motherfucker.
Bro, he could go with any fucking heavyweight boxer. He proved it. You know what I mean? Like,
I think he could be the baddest man in the fucking world if he fucking wanted to. Because
he's already
super fight. Who would fight that guy?
He's already UFC fucking champ.
Pick any fucker in any country, any orthodox, any whatever the fuck, lad. Like it's like that dude's gonna be able to fucking.
He's gotten his game is developed so much. I remember when he was just a bum rusher. He would just bum rush you, and he was just so powerful that like
that's how he could do it.
Yeah, he could do it and just land that one shot, and you're fucking asleep. You know what I mean? Overwhelm you, just swarm you, and then just suffocate you.
Once you get that big, you have that option, until someone with some kind of skill. But now that's going to be very rare.
But now that he's just done just boxing, just stand up, he showed. Like I can't wait to see his next MMA fight after doing this boxing fight because he's going to be fucking even better.
He's so calm.
Yeah,
I noticed that too. Like he's just like.
It's crazy. So, yeah, hell of a fight.
I think.
Do you think he lost or do you think he won?
I think he won.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna argue with somebody.
It's hard. It's hard not to fucking say that he won that fight.
I'm gonna argue with somebody that's like a boxing enthusiast. That's like, oh well, I'm not gonna argue with him. But I'm just like, I know that homeboy is crushed mentally after that fight.
Yeah. For sure.
He fucking talks so much shit. In my prime, blah blah blah, and then homie, he was all telling Ngannou to grab his fat and shit. No, and Ngannou's like, you're making a fool out of yourself right now, bro, and you don't even know it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way
dancing the pretty woman, bro. Before you got your ass whooped.
Roy Orbison. He really thought he was gonna come and wipe the floor with homie, huh?
He thought it was like a Rocky moment. That dance he was doing out there.
I was just like, damn, Roy Orbison.
So we haven't talked about. So John Jones got hurt. We didn't talk about this, right?
God.
So John Jones got hurt. Pulled from the Stipe fight. They set up this other interim title fight.
I saw that.
And Dana initially is like, it would be disrespectful to offer Stipe an interim title fight. He's gonna wait for Jones. Stipe comes out and says, they never offered me a fucking. He said if they would have offered it, I would have taken the interim title fight against one of those two. Both those dudes are beasts. The Russian guy, he's gonna win that fight for sure, and that's a dangerous fight for anybody in that division, including Jones. But so Stipe's kind of bugged because they didn't even offer him the interim fight, and John's going to be out for, they're saying 8 months. That's just what they're saying. Who knows how long it's going to be.
I read Stipe retired.
Well, a lot of people are thinking that he's going to because like he's
that.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how true it is because
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit, but I did
Yeah,
read that.
I haven't heard that yet, but I mean, honestly, that's the only fight that he wanted.
Yeah, that from my
was John Jones.
From my understanding, John Jones is out and Stipe's retired, and then those other fuckers. But I'm not. I mean, I have to look into that more.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but because he's not young, man. Fucking, this was the fight. You know what I mean? This was going to be his do or die.
You think Jones will come back?
He's
classic Jones.
He's getting up there too.
This is classic Jones. Come back, win over everybody, and then go fuck off or whatever the fuck. And whether it's out of his hands this time or not, it's like this is repetitive, classic fucking John Bones.
It's crazy too because they had the footage of it. How often do you have footage of?
You sent it to me.
How often do they have footage like of the injury happening in real time? I mean, I guess people film their training practice so they could watch. But that was a little weird, and supposedly he already had surgery this last week.
Dang.
And he's like committed to getting back as soon as he can. He said,
"Fuck, man."
Yeah, very
Just when
disappointing.
that division is building momentum, it just fucking,
Very disappointing. So I don't know what's
yeah,
going to happen.
That's a bummer.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. Stipe, yeah. I don't, to be honest, I was a little worried for, obviously I'm going for Stipe, but like, a little worried about how he performs, at his age and everything.
Well, that being said, he should probably retire.
Probably.
Well,
I don't know.
did you hear Derek Lewis got arrested?
I saw something. I didn't read the article, but I saw
So
that.
I read it. It's
So
not a
he's
big
supposed to be
deal.
fighting this coming week, I think.
He's gonna fight still.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
It was.
Okay.
He got arrested. He was driving double the speed
Yeah.
limit,
Yeah.
and so
Lunatic.
there's different rules in different counties. But he got arrested because he was going double the speed limit.
Okay.
But he'll be out. He'll be out ready,
Ready
to
to
fight.
scrap.
They said, yeah. Dana White bailed his ass out.
Hell yeah. Huh. So, yeah, so I don't know.
And I guess he's gonna. I read another dumb stat that he's gonna have the most UFC headliners without ever winning a belt or some shit like that.
Makes sense. He's headlines a bunch of those fight nights. That's for damn sure.
Most
He's
UFC.
even headlined, a couple the big cards too.
And then he gets. I've seen. It's so yeah, that's wild. That fool goes from preliminary or prelims to fucking headliner.
Yeah. I mean, he's fought for the belt twice, I think.
Wow.
So I don't know, man. That's disappointing. So they bumped up Pereira and that crazy
The date?
motherfucker.
Or what do you mean?
No, they moved him. So that was gonna be the co-main event. So they
Oh.
bumped him up to the main event, and then that interim light heavyweight belt is gonna be the co-main event. Yeah,
Wow.
I was gonna buy that card too. Like I was actually gonna buy it because I wanted to watch it, but now.
You can't plug it in on your TV.
No, I can, but like it was gonna be a big fight, the Madison Square Garden fight.
After I started doing
Yeah.
that, like I'm like,
Yeah,
oh no, I watched the
watch other sports too.
other
So-
UFC and then I watched the boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch whatever, but I'm just like, damn, this is fucking cherry.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All the football and stuff comes on there, huh?
On Sunday, yeah.
That's
All
wild.
the college football too if you watch that shit. But
Golly.
yeah.
Soccer,
That's dope.
everything. You can just plug it right in, man.
Yeah.
Big screen action.
Yeah, they've been showing they even show the stuff that's on regular TV. Like the World Series is going on right now in baseball, and that's on Fox. But people don't have regular TV, so they just put it on there too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Finished the Haunting of Hill House
Okay.
just in time for the end of
Dope.
the month. Fucking dope ass show, bro. Can't recommend that enough. It's such a good show.
Good ending.
Yeah, wraps up real nice.
That's good.
Turns from like a horror movie to like a psychological thriller type thing, and then it's you kind of get peace at the end.
That's awesome. Oh, I wanted to correct myself. So that Goosebumps, I told you I started watching. I was on the 6th episode, but they're releasing an episode every Friday.
Oh, okay.
Until
That's
the
how that's how
17th.
Disney does it. Okay,
So that
all
was
right.
cool. So
I went in there and looked at it after you said it, and I looked at it, but I didn't watch any of it. But
yeah, it's good.
so then it doesn't end with the puppet master. What's his name?
No, there's more to the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right after you said that, I went and looked, and I was like, "Oh, that is the last episode." What's it called?
Yeah.
It's not called the Puppet Master. What is it?
Return of the Dummy, Living Dummy. or
Dummy,
something?
Living Dummy. Yeah. Night of the Living Dummy.
Night of the Living Dummy. Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there because, yeah, till November 17th, yeah, they'll be dropping one every.
Okay.
So I saw one more because now there's 7.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, fucking A. November. I think I'm gonna get me a Christmas tree, man.
Yeah.
Just a fake one. Talk that shit. We want to go get a live tree, man. It's just too hard to get out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go this year. I might not make it, but I'm gonna try to go.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking. They got some nice ones at Costco, man.
Okay. So yeah, just so happens where I went camping a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
That's the same where we camped at. It's the same spot where you can cut trees.
No shit. Okay.
So I know where to go now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But a fake one's cool too,
It's
because
easy.
just have it, and
Pre-lit.
now they have them. You can, yeah, they'll pre-lit just
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the what I'm looking at. Pre-lit. Yeah, fuck.
Wow. How big?
They got them in 3 sizes. They got one about the size, the height of the armrest on the couch there, and they got like a medium one about this tall, and then they got like a fucking like an 8-footer. They're all the same one too. They got like the same like light scheme.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I gotta figure out now that you mentioned that where I'm gonna put mine this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got these high ass fucking ceilings, man. You could throw a fucking big tree in here. Throw a 10-footer.
Yeah. So I guess Matthew is trying to explain it to me. So there's rules, like you can only when you cut the tree, you have to cut it so close to the ground, because or else people just go and cut the fucking tops.
Yeah.
So like you got to cut the whole fucking tree, you know, like to
Yeah, because they there's not, you know what I mean. They'll cut it halfway to get a perfect sized tree.
Crazy.
Like, nah, you gotta take that whole
yeah, just
motherfucker.
get the top, the cola.
Yeah.
Fucking,
It's
yeah.
funny.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see what I do.
That Napoleon movie comes out for Thanksgiving. I'm excited for that one. You seen the preview for that?
I think I have.
Joaquin Phoenix. He's playing Napoleon. Lunatic.
Yeah, that guy's a nut.
He crushes it though. You know what I mean? When it comes to acting,
Yeah.
he can fucking act as that. It's just when he has to talk as a normal human. He's a fucking crazy person. But yeah, looking forward to that.
Have to hit the movies.
I don't know, man. I just don't know.
I haven't been watching much. I've been watching reruns and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Hocus. Just the Goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's new every week. So.
Yep. Right on, man. If you ain't got nothing else, wrap this motherfucker up for this week.
Wow.
Thanks for tuning in as always. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate all the support. AJ and Joe Show. We're out.